big crack up and I hit the pay dirt. That's the color I'm looking for. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm looking for. Sweet. I don't know how much of it is gonna be in here, but I'll be happy if I get some. Oh, here's another one. Check that out. Yeah. That's what it is. Oh, sweet. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, this is so sweet. I finally got some really nice size botryoidal iridescent colors on this one. Probably one of the bigger chunks I've seen. Oh, well, pulled out. Woo-wee. Now that is cool. Here it is, all cleaned up. One of my top 5 pieces that come out of my pocket. It is just spectacular. Look at all those botryoidal stalactic formations on this goethite. There's so much going on. There's the iridescence, there's this gold colored kaolinite. We got growth going along the top, and then we got iridescence right here coming along the sides, and then more copper color. Is just spectacular. Couldn't be happier. Awesome. Hi everyone, Anthony here. Thanks for watching Crystal Miner Rocks. Just got back from Grace Mountain in Georgia, and yes, dream come true. On the second day I hit a pocket and I just can't believe my luck. Pulled out some phenomenal specimens. There's just a rush when you're the first person digging out material that's just, you know, been in the ground for millions of years. So I got really lucky. It was a ton of work, but man, it was, you guys will see all the cool specimens at the end. So I've been out there many times before. This is the first time. I decided to just kind of hunker down and look for iridescent material, and I went to the upper back pit, which is also known as the color pit now. And I just basically looked around the first day, me and Ashley. The second day we decided to just find one spot and just tear into it, and about an hour I ended up hitting some quartz, and that just exploded into all kinds of cool, you know, goethite and turgite and so forth. So really got lucky with that. Can't wait to show you guys. Alright, so we are over at Grace Mountain. We're at the upper back pit, and we're going to be looking for some iridescent hematite, and hopefully we'll score some good samples. We got Ashley with me today, and we are having a gorgeous day. The weather's great. It's actually pretty cold, and this will give us a great digging experience today. Crystal Miner Rocks out. This is a very cool piece. It's huge, probably like 20 pounds, and it just caught my eye because of the formation. There's this erosion right here, and you can see all the layers of the kyanite, and you see the red hematite included kyanite, and then there's some botryoidal formations with a little bit of color on it, but not too much. But it's just such a cool looking piece that I might take it back with me. Just may not survive the trip because it might be kind of brittle, because this is like a little shelf there. So cool. Hey, Miner Ash. She's going to town on that cliff wall there, looking for the goods. We're still doing some surface collecting all over, and I am finding some nice pieces. You'll see there's a little bit of color on this little section, but nothing wow yet as far as a large piece. But just picking up some little goodies here and there, and this seems to be my best find so far. I got lots of nodules right there, botryoidal black, and a little bit of rainbow on the sides right there. So got a couple of goodies so far, and we haven't really done any digging yet, but we're just gonna see what the rains showed up when it's washed them over. This is the this is actually kyanite, that's hematite included, so it's red, and it's like a little bit all over that piece. I got another one here that's got a little bit of formation, and some color. Here, some rainbow. Might chip this small piece off, but it's got it all over it. It's a huge chunk. Here's a piece that was collected last year. Beautiful color all around, and it is a really awesome piece. Hope I'm lucky enough to find one today. Just came across this huge chunk. Really like the toroidal formations here. Got a decent amount of color. It's just laced with all types of toroidals there, and got this gold band of that mystery crystal, or mineral that I'm not sure what it is, but on the back side there's just a ton of that gold right there. So it is just a really pretty piece. Gold on one side and nodules on the other. Sweet find. Here's the back side of that piece, just all that gold yellow glistening in the sun. It is so pretty. Don't even know what that mineral is yet. I think it's kaolinite. Ashley and I are taking a walk around, still doing some more surface collecting. Came across this small little guy here, and at least he's got some color. I want to take him home. This is pretty. We haven't really done any digging yet, but this is the easy stuff we're doing right now. Good find. And we're on the back side of the stash. And we've been walking around from over there. And the terrain buster's all the way across there. We started off on that peak right there, so we made a halfway circle so far. Haven't made it down there. That's the bottom pit right there. Keeping it going. Hi everybody, we got a beautiful backdrop. Got some cliffs in the back right there. We're high up sitting on a rock, and the weather is just gorgeous. We're finding cool quartz and iridescent hematite stuff laced everywhere. Pyrophyllite, finding some nice little pieces. So the treasure hunt continues. Ooh, check out this huge slab right here of quartz. It's got this band of color on it. I'm gonna see if I can crack just that piece off, take a bit with me. And there's a little junior down here. It's got a little bit not so bright, but nice enough to keep. So let me get working on this. Pyrophyllite right here too.
Cool.
Starting to chip off. Got one chunk of the rainbow.
Ooh, that is a distinct rainbow. Looks good.
It's delicate, so we have to protect it. This whole piece is not really that hard. What I wanted.
Woo!
Oh yeah, there's it's on a layer of quartz right there. Yeah, cool. It's gonna be tricky to chip this one down, but I might bring it back just like this.
Nice.
Got some copper color, some rainbow. Here's that big piece I was just chipping off, and this is the other half of it, but upside down. And I started seeing some colors underneath here, all these toroidal formations. So they're rubbing off. So I think this has a lot of color underneath this red mud. So I'm gonna bring it back and wash it. This is a specimen of pyrophyllite. They're radiating needles. They're white, yellow, reddish, depending on the amount of hematite and iron that gets coated on it. But that's beautiful. It's got a protruding point there, and this little chunk. There's flakes of it all around, but we got a nice cluster in the top here. Ashley found this one. Sweet piece. We are recharging. Midday break. Getting some energy back in our bodies. That was sandwiches.
From the Huddle House.
Check it out. Been splitting some rock. So opened up to some iridescence inside. Pretty cool pattern right there. That's the opposite side. I'm breaking rock at this spot where I'm seeing these types of hematite rich colored orange rocks, and just kind of breaking chunks open. And this split up pretty nice right here. I got some color inside. So super happy about this right there. But I'm not an expert in this area, just kind of fumbling my way through, but I was getting some luck with this type of material with this rich orange color in it, which is obviously iron. So that may be a clue for more good stuff in these rocks right here. Check out this huge tower. It doesn't have a lot of iridescence on it, but I do like the big clump of nodules up here. And it's kind of pronounced, so it's got a nice presentation look to it. Huge piece of botryoidal. This is pretty amazing. I actually found a crystal point, kind of like a tabby shape right there. Pretty clear on this matrix piece. Quartz crystal point. We're still in the upper back pit, and we found a spot that somebody else has been digging in, and we're going to continue into this and possibly this right here. Ashley's walking around the back side, but we've been doing some looking through the leftovers, and after the rains wash it off, we found a lot of good pieces in this spot. So I think this is a good spot to give it a try for the next couple hours. Here's an example of some of the botryoidal pieces, a lot of silver color. We're still looking for the rainbow ones, but at least we're seeing good formations out of this pit area right here. Got this little botryoidal section here against this boulder right there. Got lots of rainbows on it. It's actually this soft stuff here, so I've just been digging at it. Might be able to pop it loose. Oh, it looks like just the hematite portion is out there. Let's check it out. Delicate. Okay. See all this stalactic formations, all those little tubes, some risers there. Cool. This is very brittle. Hope it makes it home. Okay, so it took a bit of digging, but the botryoidal iridescent guys here in chunks came off of that large boulder right there, and I got most of it. They're all in small pieces, but that was expected. So these are some of the nicer, larger chunks. Good score on this one. Got to be really careful. They're delicate. Well, at the end of the day, I actually found a little bit of color other than silver. So we've got a handful of pieces like this. Been chipping away at this cave that somebody had started probably a while ago. And I'm seeing some dark clay material, and it's really soft, but I'm finding hard spots, and then when I do break that out, I'm getting a nice color like this. I got a little bucket full of sort out. I'm glad getting some good luck at the end of the day. Alright, check it out. Ashley was doing some digging over there and broke apart a nice little chunk, and you see some beautiful blue-green kyanite. That's a nice hunk of it.
Broke this open like a mountaineer.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this one back. Get some good color. It'll clean up really nice. Good find, Ash. Oh, check this out. There's a little baby scorpion. There he is. It's walking through the pit where Ashley's working on.
Get out of my hole.
He's coming in the sunlight.
Can't be here.
Ooh, cool. I've never seen a live scorpion before. He's lost. All right, we'll have to relocate him safely. Bye. Thank you. There's a nice little botryoidal semi-color piece here from this quartz chunk that Dawson is working on. Busting out looking for the good stuff. Got my first nice color find for the day. Right there. Got a nice little rainbow. The massive Graves rock. So this was a keeper. Let's keep it going. And whittling around, kind of mucking around this big piece of quartz here that's got black spots coming out, and I've seen a little bit of color. So it seems to be pretty large, and I'm getting tired of digging it out. So I'm gonna just start breaking it up, see what it holds. Big crack up, and I hit the pay dirt. That's the color I'm looking for. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. Sweet. I don't know how much of it is gonna be in here, but I'll be happy if I get some. Oh, here's another one. Check that out. Yeah. That's what it is. I'm still working around this chunk of quartz, and it's very hard clay right here. Soft clay or sand, and it is taking a while. I'm not sure. I think I might be done. I might start breaking it up again. Alright, so gave it a big shot with the chisel. It's all loose now. It's the only way to do it. It was just one solid piece of quartz. Okay, time to move the pieces and see what we get. There's lots of iridescent pieces all over. I'm keeping all the fragments. Dang, this is hard. Okay, alright. That's a little dark. Alright, we got some color there. Oh, sweet. That's what I'm talking about. Beautiful formations here. Stalactites. And that's still hard. I'm gonna have to crack that. Okay, let's go slow. Check out the goodies. Got some really nice color formations. Got this big piece loosened here. Let's take a look. Look at all the stalactites. Yeah. Check out this guy. Has some gorgeous color. Little puke green there, metallic green. Stalactites. Looks like everyone's taken off on break, including us. And the mountain is quiet. We are during COVID time, so they only let 50 people dig during this particular public event. And so it's not super crowded, which is good. And we're just hanging out, taking it all in. That walkway is decimated now, so you can't really pull your wagon across that because people have been digging all underneath it, looking for iridescent hematite. It is a wonderful place here. Check out this little beauty. Super color. Came out right here. So I'm hoping that that color vein just goes along this whole piece right here that I'm about to pull out. Let's see. Stay tight. Switch hands. See what we got here. Just a little bit. It's funny, so that color spot was right there. Might be inside this piece. Alright, keep going. Oh yeah, here's that bigger nugget. This was actually on the left side of this. So there was nothing on the to the right, but when I pulled out the left piece, I ended up with this. Super color. Yes. Got a little update. So I'm going further into this trench. Rock was about here, pretty much decimated it, and then I started seeing a layer of black. Still going back here. So found a couple of small botryoidal pieces. So that's showing some promise, and I'm going to start chipping into it now that I've cleared off some of the dirt, give me some working space. Ooh, check out this little nugget. Popped out right there. The other side. Yep, buried in this little chunk right here. I'm glad it's got a line of iridescence right there, so I'm gonna keep smacking into it. Check it out. Got my chisel in here, popped this section up, and I'm already seeing beautiful color. So let's see what's underneath this guy here. If I can move it. Okay, so I got the top parts off here. Little beautiful color fragments. It's moving, but oh, okay, here we go. Alrighty. Alright, we got some. Okay, there's a nice matrix piece here. Beautiful rainbow. And I think I saw some other color drop in the back. Okay, some fragments here. I'm gonna sort that out. Here's a dark one. Yeah, check that out. Woo! Alright, I got a couple pieces. Nice. Sweet. There's Ashley! Popping out of the ground. Just want to show you guys where that little seam is right there. That's the color line right there. I've been working this and pulling out chunks. And take a look. So that's the seam. There's a small piece there, but that's all basically that big line that broke out, and I've got the other half in the boxes already, but actually I think it's these guys right here. But beautiful color here. Hey guys, I'm still at it. It's about a 9-hour dig right here in this one spot. It's crazy hard. This is some rock solid quartz and really thick pink type of clay, almost as hard as rock. And but it's like on the sides here, I'm still working the vein that's been going this way, and just as hard on the side. Got to chisel this out, clear it out, and then that way I can maybe grab out a chunk of this. You know, look with the color on it. So worth it, but it is insanely hard work. Woo. Oh, this is so sweet. I finally got some really nice size botryoidal iridescent colors on this one. Probably one of the bigger chunks I've seen. Oh, well, pulled out. Woo-wee. Now that is cool. Hey guys, had a great time signing out. It was a long, hard weekend. Ashley and I had a great time here at Grace Mountain. and I'm just glad I got the chance to work on a vein and pull out some awesome color iridescent quartz. So you guys come out here, have a great time, take it easy. Come in the fall and the spring, it's really nice. The weather's really nice. Take it easy. Crystal Miner Rocks signing out. So Grays Mountain is just a mineral mecca. There's just so much stuff out there. I think when I researched it, they had 40 to 50 different types of minerals found out there in catalog. You're gonna see a bunch of different ones, red, yellows. You can see pyrite, quartz, of course, kyanite, ilmenite, limonite, of course hematite and goethite, iridescent. That's what you're looking for. The beautiful rainbow colors. I mean, there's so much stuff out there. Blue-green kyanite, pyrophyllite, lazulite. That's the really gemmy blue color. So I'm going to show you some of the more common stuff that you might see when you're walking around, or what you might try to break into when you're out there. Just washed this one off. Ashley found it. It is a huge crystal point. I can't believe we actually found this. Look at it. It's got 6 sides right there, and it's missing the tip a bit, but it is definitely a quartz crystal point. What a sweet find. We found some other smaller ones, but this is just a gigantic one compared to that. Here's a cool piece of sandstone that I found. Has a little bit of iridescence, but it's got a top cap layer of kyanite, hematite included, so you can see it's reddish on this portion, and a little bit of green here, the blue-green. So just a really cool characteristic on this layered piece. Here are 2 more pieces that are in the same family. You can see all the sedimentary banding right there. Looks like an ice cream cake with some iridescence there, and some kyanite, iridescent kyanite at the top. Super cool looking pieces. Check out this beautiful piece here found by Ashley on a piece of red kyanite, and it's just loaded with iridescent rainbow colors. This is a spectacular display piece. Here's another surface find that we got, a huge chunk of hematite coated kyanite and quartz with a nice coating of iridescence, as you see there. Sweet piece. This is one of my really cool finds. I'm really proud of this one because I can see distinctly 1 inside, 2, and a 3rd piece of deformed quartz crystal right there with some iridescence on them. So this is the first time I've actually found quartz tips at Grays Mountain, and they actually have some color on it. So really just a nice specimen piece. Not super beautiful as far as clear quartz pieces you would find at Jackson's or Diamond Hill, but this is what makes Grays Mountain so different. Check out this beautiful deep green kyanite blade inside this milky quartz matrix. You can find them in all types of stuff there, but I love it when it's this milky quartz. Such a beautiful color contrast. Superb specimens. I love it. Check out these super cool botryoidal stalactite formations. That is some super cool artwork. That is just amazing. What a find. Awesome. Here's one of the common minerals you'll find, blue-green kyanite. You'll see them in short blades. They come in varying degrees of color because they've been coated with iron oxide, like black or reddish from the hematite. And you'll find them everywhere in matrix or standalone in chunks. I love to find these guys. I got these from the main pit in the upper back, and that's when you find them with the milky quartz matrix, and they are just super. This one's not that cleaned up, but they are spectacular specimens when they are. Just love the color contrast. So that's a keeper if you do find these. There's just aggregate massive quartz everywhere, and you know, you want to walk around and pick up some of the nice colored pieces if you find some iridescence on them. Like here's this huge, I don't know, probably a 5-pound guy, and you know, he had some character on it, so I took him home. And other guys like this where you see a lot of silver sheen on there, and then you know, if it looks good to you, pick it up, take it back. But this is just all over the place, so very common, and you're looking for the nicer pieces. That little red shimmer, you can also find it in the yellow. That's the kaolinite, and that's hematite right here, this hematite encrusted and that's what you will find all over the place. Another mineral you will find out there is lazulite. It does come in a crystal form, but most of the time you'll see this beautiful deep blue in quartz matrix, and you'll find them around when you're surface collecting. We weren't really looking for too much of it, but I came across two when we were surface finding, and there's this one is the best one with the deep color. There's the back spot right here, and it's a really pretty mineral. Thomas and his group were chiseling out a boulder. Be prepared for some really hard work, but if you find a nice vein of it, you can get some good quality stuff. There's one or two shots of it later in the slideshow, but that's lazulite at Graves Mountain. You're gonna find pyrophyllite also mixed in with all types of matrix material. This one is pretty cool because it has all this glossy other mineral in it. I'm not sure what it's called, but you'll see the pyrophyllite right there in the starburst pattern, and it's just really pretty. It goes from white to yellow to even reddish when it's got the hematite inclusions, and this one is done the yellow grade, just really sparkly. It's a soft mineral, hardness of 2, and if you walk around you'll see a bunch of these either in matrix with milky quartz or just by itself with other stuff. And yeah, pick up a couple of these. They're really nice display pieces also, especially with the light. You could take your hammer and chisel and just start breaking into the rock face in the main or the back upper pits. This one's got some botryoidal, some silver shine to it. I think he's even got some stalactite formations in the back right there. You never know what you're gonna get when you start cracking to the rock. It's a lot of work, so get ready for that. But you know, that's part of the fun at Graves Mountain. You can find color and different things everywhere. Here you go, this is what I'm talking about. You got a beautiful piece here. It's a cap of blue-green kyanite on milky quartz matrix, and that's where you get that really nice color contrast. Here's one that's got, it's not quite milky, but it's got a yellow tint on there, and I got a cap of blue-green right there. Super fines right here. I love these guys. Nice. Here's an awesome find. It is not a a glorious piece by any means, but I've never found a piece of quartz crystal. This is a tabby version on matrix at Graves Mountain. In fact, I didn't even know they existed there. I've never seen them until this year. So you can find them. That's a pretty piece in my opinion. Usually you'll find them like this. They're all dirty and a little bit deformed, but you can definitely see the 6 sides. They're encrusted with the hematite and the iron oxide. So I'll just do a quick show. I was able to find a couple of pieces this year, and that was the first time. Now that I know what to look for, but they were actually out there. There's another little guy right there. I mean, there's no doubt that's a quartz point. It's just dirty with the iron oxide and the hematite. This is a fragment, but you can see the sides. They're just kind of grown into each other. It's got a lot of etching on there, and that's a milky quartz right there. So that's something you can look for when you're out there. They're just hard to find and hard to look at. So I saw this huge boulder with it looks like just a huge chunk of hematite, and we got some kyanite all just kind of sprayed inside of it. Started tearing into it. Got a nice little surprise. Got some iridescent coating inside. Both sides right there. So that's a keeper. Just something different. Came out of this guy right here. From other parts of that same chunk, I was able to break out and get some color. So that's pretty cool. That's where this guy came from as well. Just really pretty. Got lucky on this one here, so you never know what's gonna come out when you start breaking rock. On the back side of this chunk, there's some red kyanite, big glaze of it, so it's really shimmery, really nice, pretty. Even got some color on the edge there. So got some nice pieces from this big break. They were looking for crystals. Hunter ducks. Hunter ducks. What are you doing? No crystals for you. See ya. Look at the goethite growing on this quartz matrix. So cool. Beautiful chunky nodules with the silver sheen on there. It's really lustrous. That's a nice specimen. Now that's a beautiful rainbow of blue. Came off of a chunk from a larger piece. Was able to save it. Hey, look, I got a visitor. Erwin's back. He likes to watch my crystals. Fortunately, he doesn't eat them. Hey, buddy. Pieces like this is just all over the place. Find some of the good ones. You can see all the nice iridescent botryoidals right there. Crystal. I got a nice cap right there. I'm glad I brought this one back, even though he was super huge and heavy. But just a really, really cool formation. Giant piece. And it's just loaded all around, but that's like the nicest part. And I can't turn this thing around, it's too heavy. You got some color on the bottom. Yeah, you'll find stuff like this all over. Just pick up some nice pieces. Hematite, goethite. Nice. Here it is, all cleaned up. Definitely top 5, one of my best. It is just exquisite. All of those cracks and seams, you can see there's iridescence everywhere inside. So if this was to come apart, you would just see color all around. It is just a phenomenal piece coming out of my pocket. Wow. Super cool. Here it is, one of my top 5 coming out of my pocket. This is just exquisite. I don't know if you can tell how shiny it is in the camera, in the video. It is just amazing. It's like an axe blade. It is just so glossy. That is an insane color. Whoa. I think this is definitely another top 5. Look at the rainbows and the bots on this thing. Just super cool. All over. Actually on the bottom too. Wow, look at that. That's crazy color. There's more coming from that same pocket. That same little section where all that glistening, beautiful color, rainbow colors coming out of. Got about 15-20 pieces of these guys. It is just phenomenal. These are the super shiny ones from my pocket. Just too many of them, so I'm just gonna do a quick pass. You guys can see some of the formations and colors coming out of this find. I'm so lucky. That is some really, really deep color. Some greens in the back here. Some kaolinite mixed in. A lot of blues. Some silver right here. Really shine like aluminum foil. Really reflective. Super colors. Okay, so that's it for the loot. I'll have the slideshow coming up next. If you're gonna go, I would recommend during their fall or spring public dig days. I'll have some information in the description below. During that time, they basically shuttle you on these ATV type golf carts between the parking lot and the main pit, or the backup, or wherever you want to go. Just tip the driver. It is well worth doing it during that time because no kidding, it's like a mile from like the parking lot to any of these places. So if you're having to haul your gear or your material that you dig up, it is not fun. I bring back 300 to 400 pounds every time I go, and that's pretty much the only way you can do it. Otherwise you'll be hauling it in your backpack or whatever, and it is going to be rough. So take advantage of that time. Check out that information below.